All right, this is Troy again from BBR Worms and Greens. Thanks for dropping by. What I'm doing now, it's a continuation of the the previous videos I did. Basically, I'm just going to be looking at some of the root growth. And let's see here. So, starting with the cilantro, and it'll be at the 0, the 10%, and the 20% worm castings. Basically, I'm just going to, so there's 4 of each of these. And all I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to pop them out and see if there's obvious root growth differences. So the first thing I actually realize is that one of these never actually germinated. I didn't honestly realize that till just now. So yeah, so we have 4 over here, 3 and 4. So not the end of the world, just interesting little thing to note. I hope the audio is okay. I'm in my my dining room, and yeah, I just didn't bother to set up the microphone the way I normally do. Honestly, I'm not entirely certain how to get this out without this being a gigantic mess, but let's see. So, and the mess I don't really care about. It's more these are actually going to someone, to a friend, so I want to keep them alive. Is really my main concern here. So feel free to run this at 2 times speed. I usually do. For most videos I see, people just talk way too slowly most of the time. And for this, I mean, I can't really make this go any faster. So I feel like right now I'm definitely going to be damaging some roots, but it is what it is. And I won't do it like this in the future. So this is, at this point I'm just splitting them apart. Gently, carefully, but still just splitting them apart. And so, I mean, there's roots, obviously, but I have nothing to compare to just yet. So, I'm gonna put everything I can back in here, and just use this for other stuff after. All right, so now I'm on to the 10%. Oh yeah, I'll take out the stabby toothpicks. I was trying to use these to hold these floppy little buggers up, but didn't work out so well. So this is what it is. I made them leggy accidentally by putting the light way too far away, and I really wasn't thinking about it when I did it. So, oh, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. This sucker wants to live so hard. Look at that. There's a worm in there still. 28 days later, and he's still hanging on. That's when you know you're using real worm castings. And look, there's a cocoon right there. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was a cocoon and not a nutrient ball. But I mean, I could be wrong. Actually, I'm not certain. That might just be nutrient, whatever. But that's definitely a worm. Oh, I lost him. I lost the... Okay, so if anyone was wondering if I'm using real worm castings, yeah, kind of. So let's just put him back in there. I mean, he's going to perish at some point, but it is what it is. What I should have done, and I mean, you can just rewind and see. I should have actually really shown you guys the root system before I broke it apart. So my bad. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to pull apart the... Oh, I don't want to break these. I'm going to pull apart the 20s after I take out the pointy things of doom and destruction. Oh, ripped off a leaf. Oh well. One more toothpick of doom. All right, so, I mean, we have something to compare to, right? We have the 10% still. And if you go back, you'll be able to see the root system on the, before I destroyed it, of the 0%. So, I mean, it's still there a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just another confirmation of real worm castings. So that's honestly kind of hilarious and a pretty good plug to the fact that the worm castings were very active. All right, so let's see here. No, that's not another one. Okay. I mean, for all I know, there's more in here. I have no idea. So keep in mind they're on the left-hand side, and this will not last long, but on the left-hand side there's only 3 plants, so not perfect. But I mean, to me, so on on that side there's, I can't really turn it anymore without using a second hand. On that side there's really not much, and that's, that is what it is. But on this side here, it seems to go all the way around. I'm gonna just put one of these down here. Another thing too, ooh, look at that. If you can see this, there has to be more roots in here because this thing is still retaining its shape. They had roughly the same amount of water. Okay, this thing is literally falling apart on me here. So there's no real obvious roots on this side. I mean, there's obviously roots, but they're not obvious like this. Whereas, let me just pull these apart and then I'll get to the other one. And hope I'm not killing these things in the process, because my friend won't be terribly happy with me. But I already have other ones being made for her, so I mean, she's gonna get a bunch at the end of the day. Just depends on when. But I can tell you, I don't like cilantro, and they smell a lot like cilantro, because I mean, they are cilantro, but they're definitely they're definitely very fragrant. So if we're looking on this side here, I mean, not a huge amount on this side. There's a huge amount on this side, right? And there's a huge amount over here, and it just kind of yeah. So I would say, I mean, again, this was 3 plants, this is 4, so it's not a fair comparison, I guess. But at the same time, these guys, at least initially, were not floppy little bastards, and now they are. So, because I mean, it is what it is. So yeah. Anyways, so, and there was also proof that I used worm castings, because I mean, well, there were literally worms in there, and you saw me pull it out of the pot, so it's not like I can fake that. Good test for next time though, to literally put some worms in there and see how many survive. Yeah, so anyways, I hope these survive. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I think a few will survive, because I have a, let's see here. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, all right. So yeah, definitely worm castings. I am not entirely certain about the cilantro, though. I feel really bad for this root system right now. This definitely has more roots than the other one by a long stretch. Like, I mean, a stretch, right? So I may be doing irreparable damage to these, and in which case, I'm sorry, Feb. But I'm making you more, so I mean, it is what it is. Oh my god. So in the future, I will not be putting these in these pots. Yeah, that's, again, a lot more roots. I mean, it's hard to tell because I dismembered them, but I mean, just with my observation, oh God, there's more, you know, so that's pretty much it for the cilantro. And let's see here. Hopefully my arm wasn't in too many of those scenes, but I feel like it probably was. And, you know, so again, it's hanging down pretty good. And obviously this is probably some of the roots from all of them. So it is what it is. Yeah, and I don't like the smell of cilantro, so yay me. All right, well, thank you, everyone. I would say definitely 20% was the winner. I deemed that in the other video, but this one, looking at the roots, it's pretty clear. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. I'll do the peppers and cucumbers next.